one game that it's not out yet, but had a beta release this week is Back 4 Blood.
Yep.
Back 4 Blood just rolled out their beta, open beta, so anyone can jump on, test it out, see what's going on. And we did get a chance a little bit. We didn't get too hands on with it, but I did get a chance to play it for a few. And my initial thoughts are based on the beta and everything. It's a solid game. I must say it's a solid game.
It feels exactly like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, which is its predecessor. Left 4 Dead, great game for its time. Of course, your co-op zombie survival game, and this one does deliver as a next phase, because it's very familiar. If you play Left 4 Dead, you're very familiar with how the game plays, the different elements at play, if you will. Cool thing about this one though is that they give it a little more depth. With this one, there's more depth as far as characters, and they have abilities, and they have different perks and things that make them unique, if you will. So that adds a feel of depth to it. Also the decks, the card.
Create your own, customize your decks, kind of a way. It's kind of a way of customizing your character.
Yeah, or customizing your
cleaner.
Your play, your play for that particular round, if you will. Pretty much, essentially, the game has kind of cards. They call it decks because it's kind of a card system where you can use these cards to improve your situation. And it's interesting because the game also has which is your opposition, the CPU. They have their own deck as well, and they throw cards out to kind of make things more difficult for you. So it's almost like it's a whole other game, if you will, that's being played on top of the actual, running around shooting zombies. And it's pretty cool. I must say it's a lot of fun. It's definitely fun with people as well.
Yeah, it's a game that requires a lot of communication. And it's a lot more difficult than people would think. Your typical zombie games as of late, or for the most part, it's horde of zombies, shoot them all, keep moving, kind of thing. But this one, you gotta communicate. You gotta let people know what's going on.
And there's a lot of little nuances in the game that
Yes.
if you're not aware of, new people or newbies, for lack of a better term, can really screw you and screw up the game. So you gotta be communicating. You gotta be, and I like that you can upgrade your weapons, throughout too as well. Not just different guns, but different attachments. It's a pretty deep game, I must say. There's a lot of depth to it, and once you got the system pretty dialed in, you can be a good force. It's good to be a good teammate, because being a bad one is very easy.
Oh yeah, it's you gotta really pay attention.
100%. So initial thoughts, looks good, great game. I can't wait for the game to actually be out and get a chance to dive real deeper into it. And longevity wise, I'm interested to see what cards they come out with later, what new characters, if you will, different things. I can see this game being one to throw in the rotation just to change things up, given its depth and its of course it's a herd of zombies, so.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult though.
Yeah.
it's not a simple game for sure.
It's not as simple as just diving in and shooting all the zombies. There's other elements at play, different monsters and stuff, if you will.
Yep. The different zombie types. You have your what used to be the boomer, but I forgot what it's called now. The big ones that kind of explode.
Yeah,
spill all this stuff that attracts zombies to you.
There's actual boss fights too as well. Bosses that kind of come and go, if you will, and it's makes for very exciting gameplay. Cause the shit can hit the fan real quick.
Real quick. The number of zombies can get ridiculous. You just gotta make sure you have your head on a swivel, because they can come from anywhere.
Yep. So very fun, all in all, great experience. Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely looking forward to dive into the game when it's actually out. I forgot the release date. I should definitely look that up. But yeah, definitely one to throw in the rotation.